Have you ever seen a piece of art or read a poem and found out it was made by a computer and you just thought, how? Well, today we are pulling back the curtain on that very magic. We're talking all about generative AI, what it is, how it's already changing everything, and most importantly, what it means for you.
So let's just start with this one big idea. For most of our lives, computers have been amazing calculators, right? They sort data, they crunch numbers. But what if they could be more than that? What if a computer could be your co-writer, your design partner? What if it could actually create? That is the wild new reality we're living in.
Okay, so let's get right into it. To really get what's going on, we have to start with the basics. What exactly is this technology? How is it capable of, well, creating things out of thin air?
At its heart, it's pretty simple. Generative AI is all about making something brand new. But here's the key. It's not just cutting and pasting from what it's already seen. It actually learns the deep-down patterns and rules of existing stuff, like the grammar in a sentence or the style of a painter, and then it uses that knowledge to generate something totally original.
Here's an analogy I love. Think about baking a cake. You don't just stare at a finished cake and copy it. No, you learn the recipe. You understand how the flour, sugar, and eggs all work together. Well, generative AI does pretty much the same thing, but with data. It learns the recipe of what makes a cat look like a cat, so it can bake up a picture of a brand new cat that's never existed before.
And this really hits the nail on the head. For years, AI has been about classifying things. It looks at an email and asks, is this spam or not spam? It puts things in a box. But generative AI, it asks a totally different question. It asks, what is the essence of this data? What does it feel like? And instead of giving you a label, it gives you a whole new creation. It's a huge leap from just sorting to actually synthesizing.
All right, so we've got the what. Now for the big question, so what? I mean, why does this matter? Where is this incredible technology actually making a difference in the real world? Let's talk about that.
You can really boil its impact down to 3 major power-ups. First, there's just creating stuff at an insane scale. Need 1,000 different ad taglines? No problem. Second, it's like the ultimate creative assistant, a brainstorming buddy who never runs out of ideas. And third, and this might be the biggest one, it's a massive accelerator for knowledge work. Tedious tasks like summarizing a 50-page report, that can now take seconds. Literally seconds.
The theory is cool, but seeing is believing, right? So let's get super concrete and look at 4 real-world examples of how generative AI is being used right now. This is where it gets really interesting.
Okay, look at this. First up, text summarization. An AI reads that huge document and spits out the key points, letting you make decisions way faster. Then you've got image generation. A designer can just type a sentence, a photorealistic cat in a spacesuit, and get back a dozen options to test. It's wild. For developers, there's code assistance, which is like having an expert programmer looking over your shoulder, helping you write better code. And this last one, data augmentation, this will blow your mind. You can use AI to create new synthetic data to train other AIs, making them even smarter. It is literally AI building better AI.
Now, this is absolutely crucial. A tool this powerful doesn't come without some serious responsibility. You can't just let it run wild. To use it well, and to use it safely, you need to have some essential guardrails in place.
So, how do we stay in control? Here are 4 non-negotiable rules. 1. Get good at prompting. Garbage in, garbage out. The clearer you are, the better the result. 2. Turn on the safety filters. They're built in for a reason. Use them. 3. Ground the AI in trusted sources. If you want it to talk accurately about your company's data, you have to give it that data. And 4, and this is the most important one, you, the human, have to evaluate the output. These models can hallucinate, which is a nice way of saying they can make stuff up. You always have to be the final judge.
Phew, okay, we've covered a lot. So let's zoom out. If you remember just one thing from all of this, what should it be? Let's boil it all down to the big picture.
Here it is. At the end of the day, generative AI is a tool. It's an incredibly powerful tool for creation and for acceleration, but it's still a tool. And like any powerful tool, whether it's a hammer or a supercomputer, its value and its safety comes down to how we choose to use it. The immense potential is completely unlocked by using it wisely and responsibly.
And that really leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? The technology isn't some far-off future thing, it's here right now. So the conversation is no longer about what the tool can do.
The real question, the one we all have to answer, is what are we going to build with it?